Mechinat comes from the Hebrew word to prepare, but I don't think there is a definition for Mechinat.
You come into Mechinat as a one person and you leave in a total different person, more mature, just more prepared for life.
It is what it means. It's preparation.
Similar to many gap year programs, Kol Ami invites young Jews from around the world to join Israeli youth in a once-in-a-lifetime experience through the Holy Land. But what sets Kol Ami apart from the rest lies in its belief structure. We like to call them the 5 pillars of Kol Ami, the 5 things Kol Ami hopes to strengthen in each and every one of its alumni, to create more independent and more accomplished members of Jewish society.
I was born in a religious family, which means that I was raised in a certain way. When I go outside and I look around, I see people who are different than me. But at the same time, I see how much we're the same. Charedim, seculars, we're all part of Am Israel. And I feel like it's important for me to know who my people are.
Drafting into IDF isn't mandatory. It's what's expected from us. So what do? We train. We learn never to give up, but more importantly, never to give up on each other, to finish what we started, together.
I thought that you can only help Israel by being in the army, for example. But then I see the Australians who came here and I see, well, now they're going back to Australia. They are going to help Israel. They're going to explain to people what's actually going on over here, because they've been here, they've lived with Israelis and they know what exactly is going on, and they can help us by explaining to people who aren't Jews what's going on.
Even before I came to Kol Ami, for me one of the most important things to do in Israel was to help people and volunteer. We have an obligation, not just as human beings, but also as Jews, to help others that are less fortunate than us. So coming together as a group and doing that, making that effort, helping others, is just amazing.
The first time actually you get out of your home, of your comfort zone, you meet other people from all around the world, and you really experience something new with them. You get to know them, you travel around Israel, you learn new things, and mainly I think Mechinat is about leadership, taking action and learning how to change things, how to be proactive, and how to lead other people.
And all of this is just scratching the surface of what we are at Kol Ami. But if you really want to know what we're all about, you have just one way to do that. And you already know what it is.
Here in Kol Ami, we believe that we need to put emphasis on developing leadership skills. We believe that a true leader needs to know how to convey a strong and clear message. If you would ask us why it is important for us to know how to convey a strong and clear message, we will tell you we are the future leaders of the Jewish people. We need to know how to speak for ourselves.
A Moroccan mother will tell you the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Well, the way to the heart of this land is through your feet. For a country so small, you can fly over it in 5 minutes. There is so much to see. My ancestors dreamed of walking in Israel. Now I get to fulfill that dream.
And all of this is just scratching the surface of what we are at Kol Ami. But if you really want to know what we're all about, you have just one way to do that. And you already know.
Yara.
Hi, I'm Juliana from Paris. I am 18 years old.
Try to explain what Mechinat is.
Okay. Mechinat is a program for young people who want to do the army. It's not just for the army. It's even for life, to learn about what is life and what I want for me, like what is... וואי, ממש קשה לי באנגלית פתאום.
בסדר, היא לוקחת את הזמן להתחמם, זה בסדר.
כנראה. To know what I want to do in my life. We have a lot of lectures and of speakers who are coming to teach us. We have a lot of voluntary. That's why we're living in a group. We need to היה ממש קשה באנגלית באמת, יש לעשות ביבי.
אז אני אשאל אותך שאלות קצת יותר מכוונות.
כן,
בסדר?
כן.
Which committee are you in and what are you in charge of?
Okay, so I'm in culture committee. In this culture we have to, it's like the vibe of the group. So we have to do a lot of activities and of funny things, but not only funny. We have also to teach them about culture, not like the cultures of different cultures, like Australian, France, Israel, Morocco, everything. So it's a good committee.
What did you learn from the Israelis?
Well, from the Israelis that they are very.
תתחילי, I learned from the Israelis that...
I learned from the Israelis that they are very direct. They always say what they think. And they are real in everything they are doing and they're saying.
Why did you choose to come here?
I chose to come here because now I'm living in Netanya. So I'm always with French people. I've never been with Israelis. And there I wanted to not to be the French one, but the Israeli one. Like, because I know that if Australians are coming, and so the people are more open to the other people who are coming from other places.
Okay. What's your volunteering? What do you do? Where do you volunteer?
Okay. Before I was with other people.
So here, I volunteer with...
Sorry. I volunteered with older people 3 months ago, and now I am volunteering in the school. We're helping to the children who have problems in school and who need help.
Do you enjoy it?
What?
Do you enjoy it? Do you have...
I'm very enjoying.
סבבה.
זה באנגלית רצח. לחזור לזה.
Cooking food.
I'm not good at all in cooking food. I always cook the vegetables.
Okay. Your best experience on Mechinat?
I have too much good experiences. חכה. חכה זה קשה כי יש מלא דברים בראש כזה. מה זה צריך להיות כאילו חוויה?
אני בעיקר הסרטון אמור לתת לאנשים תחושה של מה זה המכינה. אז לתת כל מיני אספקטים שונים של מה קורה פה. אז לפי חוויות שהיו לך אפשר יהיה להוסיף את זה.
Okay, so a good experience over here. אפשר לדבר על הבן שלי?
כן.
כן?
עדיף משהו שיותר ב...
יותר בקשר מכינתי.
בדיוק, כן.
אוקיי, אז חכה. וואי, ממש קשה לי. חכה. עכשיו. ממש קשה לי בשאלה הזאת, יש יותר מדי.
אז give me an example for a good lecture that you had.
A good lecture? about the lecture of Inon. It's about body language. So we learn about body language, about marketing and things like that. So it's very and about psychology. It's a lot of things. So it's a very good lecture. I learned a lot of that from that, and now I know that, like after the army, I want to learn that in the university for 1 year.
Okay. Explain Navigation Week.
Okay. So navigation week. עם שבע דרום? כאילו? או רק navigation?
רגע, נראה לי שהולך לכבות לי הכרטיס. לא, אנחנו...
זה פשוט מעצבן.
איזה יפיות, יאללה.
תגיד I am, שם ומאיפה.
באנגלית?
כן.
די. אוקיי.
תנסה לדבר ברור, כאילו לא...
טוב, אבל נגיד שלום או פשוט סתם?
My name is.
Okay. My name is Rui. I'm from Mexico. I'm 18 years old.
Try to explain what Mechinat is.
Wow.
ותתחיל Mechinat is.
Mechinat is a place where you live together and you try to find yourself and to be a better person every day, like to learn about yourself and who you are, and to improve yourself and your surround.
What are the main things you do on Mechinat?
We learn a lot about each other, about different opinion, and that's it. Like the most important thing in Mechinat is to learn and to find new things. Even if it's in Madas, to learn how much you can do, or even if you go to class and you learn about the new religion things or new opinion about politics or everything, is to learn, and that's important.
Why did you choose to come?
I wanted to take a year for myself, to know myself, to find myself, and to prepare to the army too, but to know myself better, so the next step and everything I do in my life, I know who I am.
What do you feel you gained on Mechinat?
I gain new friends, first of all, and I gain a new me. I think I changed a lot. I think my perspective of life, of religion, and of a politics idea, of every idea. I learned to challenge myself, to every time challenge myself and learn about myself.
What's it like to live in a group environment?
It's amazing.
Living in a group environment?
Living in a group environment is it's amazing. It's very challenging. It's not easy at all, but it's great. I don't know. You just at the beginning it's weird, but you can get used to it. It's very hard, but it's worth it. It's amazing. It's a powerful experience.
What was it like meeting people from all over the world?
It was great.
Meeting.
Wow. Meeting people from all over the world it's amazing. It's great. You can find things and you can really know about where they live. You can be part of something bigger. You feel it. You feel part of something bigger. You feel connected, and you understand that the world is not that huge as you think it is.
What did you learn about yourself? I learned about myself.
I learned about myself that that is not easy. The problems in life is not easy at all. That I have so much to do and so much to learn, and
and that I don't know. I learned that I don't know. Every time I learn something, I don't know it. Like I need to learn more, and I need to do more.
Explain what committees are and which committee you chose and what do you do?
I have to say all the comedies.
לא,
Just my
לצורך העניין,
Oh.
ועדות זה טה, יש לנו לדוגמה ככה וככה, אני בחרתי ב...
Okay, comedies are groups to improve the environment of Mechinat and how Mechinat works, to give each group what it has to do, so it could be a order, and it won't be a huge mess, and to give the opportunity to the Chanichim of the Mechinat to decide what the Mechinat is going to be, and not the Tevet. I was in Giusim. Giusim is a recruitment that is in charge to the next year of Mechinat, where you make open days and the tests to the next year people, and to give opportunity to the next year people, and to decide, to help the Mechinat decide who's going to be next year.
ורק תוסיף עוד משפט על האחריות שיש אצלכם על המחזור הבא.
And the responsibility that is in our hands to the next generation of Mechinat. It's all in our hands. That's part of the comedy. That's the main thing in the comedy.
Can you describe Navigation Week?
I think Navigation Week was one of the most important things in Mechinat. That's where you really find yourself and really understand who you are, because when you go out and you have a map and someone on your side, everything goes into your mind and you don't know what to talk about and you don't know what to think about yourself, and you need to find yourself in your surround, and you find you really have the time that today you, like in the normal that you don't have, to think and to challenge yourself and to be alone and to see just a map and look around, and you're not sure and where you are or what you're doing. You're not sure about anything, and you have to know yourself and to say, I have to be sure of my decisions, and it's time to really ask yourself who you are and what you want to be.
What kind of lectures do you have on Mechinat?
We have all type of lectures. We have like politics. We have philosophical lecture. We have asbara. We have religion lectures. We have absolutely everything. It's more like in our hands. What I wanna give to the Mechinat, and I choose who to bring or what to bring. I think we have all type of lectures, and just can connect to everything. That's what you can learn from the lectures.
Okay. Why should someone choose to come?
Why? I think you can learn a lot. It's time I think it's important to take half a year to seriously think about yourself and to give to yourself like a gift, to learn and to know yourself and to live with other people, and to really come and help yourself to the rest of your life, of your way, because we just go on things and we don't really know what we do, and we just go because everybody's doing it. It's really to take a year to think about all the things that are going around us and to find yourself.
אוקיי, מעולה, תודה.
קצר, נכון?
כן, תפסיק לזוז אבל. כאילו, אתה...
רגע, הוא לא מופיע בסרט.
את רוצה? הנה, הופעת. What is Mechinat?
Wow. I think Mechinat is an amazing experience. The first time actually you get out of your home, of your comfort zone, you meet other people from all around the world, and you really experience something new with them. You get to know them. You travel around Israel. You learn new things, And mainly I think Mechinat is about leadership, about taking the next step, taking responsibility over matters that really matter, that are important to you, to the society, and taking action and learning how to change things, how to be proactive, and how to lead other people.
What do you hope that happens with every participant? אתה צריך לענות בתשובה מילה.
Our goal, I think, is to create a network of alumni that share the same language. They talk about the Jewish people, they talk about the difficulties and the challenges of the Jewish people, and they act together. It doesn't matter if you're from Australia, from Israel, from North America, they all understand the same things and they share the same goal.
What is the goal?
The goal is to, I think our goal is not just survival of the Jewish people. It's more than that. It's to become a united, to create a united Jewish people that communicates with Israel, that supports Israel, and that function together is something us the Jewish nation can do, is to spread good all over the world.
What? רוצה לדבר על 5 היעדים?
We have 5 main pillars in the Mechinat, 5 leading values. We practice leadership, we learn about leadership, we take part in committees and committees that work, function, the Chanichim, the participants themselves. They create projects, they initiate projects, and that's the leadership aspect of the Mechinat. We are very involved in the community. We're situated in different places all over Israel where you can really take part in what's happening around you. You can affect other people. You can maybe even create a better society by the way you interact with the people around you. Such as youth villages for youth at risk, such as cities that need our help, and so we get involved there. We learn a lot about Jewish identity, about Zionism, about gender aspects, for example, psychology, philosophy, theater, things that enrich you and broaden your horizons. We get to know Israel a lot, not just through walking the land, but more meeting people from different parts of the society, from different aspects, different views, and talk with them and give them the opportunity to express themselves and maybe us to interact with them. And the last thing, we call it endurance maybe, or getting yourself ready for the army. Not all of the participants go to the army, but they all experience the same thing, like the Israelis and the Olim that are going to the army. For example, they all do navigations together. They do Madassim, which is our physical fitness activities. Some of them are very hard, very, I would say, challenging. And aside from this aspect of physical fitness, we teach you a lot about the army, about the way the IDF works, about its spokesperson unit, about the difficulties and challenges that happen while you're a soldier in the IDF, and so you really get to understand more about the experience of being a young Israeli soldier.
Why should someone join?
Why shouldn't someone join? I think joining is probably one of the most meaningful things you can do in your life. You'll meet other people from all over the world. You'll enrich yourself. You'll broaden your own horizons. You'll experience something that's completely different. You'll have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really be independent and create things with the support of a caring staff and a caring group, and really an opportunity not to miss.
What do you expect from your alumni?
From our alumni, I think we expect to be better people. We want them to not just talk about leadership.
We expect from our alumni.
We expect from our alumni to be better people. I think not just talk about leadership, not just act, but actually be a better version of yourself. To speak better, to treat people better, to care about things, to be proactive in the society, to be a role model. And by that you'll affect other people and we'll create a better society.
מעולה. תגיד עוד פעם את הפילרס, כי נראה לי שלא הייתי בפוקוס הכי טוב.
אוקיי. וואו.
כן, את כל הנאום.
כן. We have certain pillars, or I would say leading values in the Mechinat. First of all, it's strengthening Jewish and Zionistic identity. We have a lot of classes, lectures that come and talk about interesting different subjects. We'll learn about Judaism, we'll learn about Zionism, of course, philosophy, psychology, theater, many different aspects that will broaden your own horizons and enrich in your life. So that's the first leading value. The second leading value would be involvement in the community. We really believe that the way the Mechinot are situated in Israel, either in youth villages for youth at risk or in cities that need us, need youth that cares and matters, by that we really interact with the society, we impact the society, and we make the country of Israel maybe better. The third thing is getting to know Israel, not just through walking the land and seeing the sceneries, but more meeting people from different, people with different views about the Israeli society. We meet Druze, we meet Bedouins, we meet different types of Jews, whether they're Reform or Orthodox or Conservative or Karaim, many different parts of the Israeli society that people should know and meet. The fourth thing is, I would say, we call it endurance. It's not just preparing yourself for the army, but more than that, it's maybe becoming a person that can overcome challenges. So we understand that Israelis are going to the army, some of the Olim are joining the army, but not all of our participants are joining the army afterwards. But we really want to give everybody the opportunity to learn more about the army and to challenge themselves. So we practice many different physical fitness activities. Some of them are very challenging, very hard. We navigate together, learn the ideas of navigation, the rules of navigation. We take many different challenges in the physical aspect, but aside from that, we also learn about the system. We learn about the difficulties and the challenges that a young Israeli soldier is about to face. We learn about the IDF, about its moral code. We learn about maybe what it's like to be a young soldier in the army. So when you go back to your own communities abroad, you'll understand what your friends are going through. And of course, the main thing about, like, the main leading value here is leadership. We not just talk about leadership and learn about leadership, we actually practice leadership. The participants are taking parts in committees, they're organizing projects. I think most of the schedule and most of the things that are happening here in the Mechinat couldn't have happened without the initiative and the hard work of our participants. They literally take projects and make them happen. They dream and make their dreams come true. And I think that's the one main thing about the Mechinat.
Try to explain what Mechinat is. תתחיל במכינה is.
Okay, Mechinat comes from the Hebrew word to prepare, but I don't think there is a definition for Mechinat. I think it's a combination of learning from interest. It's a combination of preparation for the army, of volunteering, of a huge group experience. I think it's one of the best challenges each individual can get from living with others.
Okay, Mechinat is a big aspect of leadership. Where does leadership come into Mechinat?
I think leadership comes in every aspect. Starting from just getting up in the morning till having your own personal projects or leading trips, preparing lectures, chanich lessons. It really comes in every aspect of the day-to-day life on Mechinat. The Mechinat is run by us. Mechinat is the chanichim.
Great. Could you give give an example of something that was special for you that you organized?
Okay. Me and Maya, another girl from Mechinat, we love to play basketball. So each time we went to the court, we saw that kids and just people that walked around the court had interest with us. They wanted to talk to us. They wanted to see who's the new neighbor. So we thought about opening a basketball group for kids. It started like that, and we have about 10 kids that come to every practice. We're learning the fundamentals, trying to base values with the kids. נכון.
תגיד זה עוד פעם.
מאיזה, מההתחלה?
מההתחלה.
אוקיי. אתה יכול לחזור על השאלה?
נחכה ליערה. מיכל, I'm going to call you in a few minutes.
יכול לחזור על השאלה?
כן, give an example for an activity that you ran.
Okay. I think one good example is me and Maya and me.
תתחיל עוד פעם. A good example for the way I took leadership, משהו כזה.
Okay. A good way for explaining about leadership on Mechinat was when Maya and me, we love to play basketball. So each time we went to the court, we saw the kids, and we saw just the people that walked by had interest with us. They started talking to us. They started asking the question, "Who's the new neighbor?" And we thought about opening a new basketball group or team where we try to pass the fundamentals of basketball, and just with that base some values like cooperations, friendships, taking decisions. There are about 10 kids that come to each practice, and it's an amazing experience.
מעולה. Why should someone join Mechinat?
Why should someone join Mechinat? If I would need to answer now, I would say just the environment we have here.
Coming from Mechinat.
Okay. Coming from Mechinat, if I would need to say now, I would say the environment. I think in a few years, I will say it will be the things I learned on Mechinat. Taking a proactive stand, initiating projects, or just being aware of your environment, I think is something you learn here.
How was it with participants from outside of Israel?
Oh wow.
תגיד, meeting for me as an Israeli, meeting.
Okay. For me as an Israeli, I think the fact that Jews from all around the world join Mechinat just give us such different varieties of opinions and just perspectives about the world and about our day-to-day life. It's much harder. it's much harder to ask yourself the questions that surround the Israeli society with people that ask you the hard question. People that see it from a different point of view, from kind of an outside of Israel point of view.
What did you learn from those who came from outside of Israel?
What did I learn? What did I learn from those who came from outside? I think first that Jews are everywhere. Jews are everywhere. They want to have this connection with Israel. They want to be active in their own communities, and some just need Mechinat, and I think it's a great opportunity from people from all around the world to do that. Just to know how can they help Israel, or where can they find themselves in this Jewish homeland which is very complex, as we know, and it's a very, very hot and deep topic.
What's your best experience, or the highlight?
Highlight of, wow. It's a hard one. I think my best experience from Mechinat was, I think it was South Week.
Could you explain what happened? What'd you do?
South Week was a week that started with 2 days of navigations in Gvod Goral in the south. Then the rest of the days of the week, we were just the Chanichim, with no muds, no heads of Mechinat, no one, basically, navigating and finding our way in the deserts, eating as much as we could, which was not a lot, carrying everything on our backpacks for not 2 days. So it was very hard physically, and it was very, very hard mentally, as a group of almost 40 people to do that. The fact that you need to help the others, because you might go on the top of the hill as fast as you can because you're strong physically, but in a group, there will always be those ones who are, I would say, less strong physically, and you will need to be the one that takes off his backpack, gets down, and helps them to get back on top of this hill.
Okay, מעולה. Why did you choose Kolami?
Why did I choose Kolami? I think my answer would be, I wanted to ask myself the hard questions. I wanted to face different.
Okay, אז תתחיל את זה מההתחלה. I chose to come on this program, on the Kolami program. I chose to come on.
I chose to come on Kolami program because I wanted to face and ask myself the hardest questions. If I come from a secular house and I come from a Reformed synagogue, I want to ask myself, why do I choose this path of life? Why do I see things the way I see them? And when I ask myself those kind of questions, not only that my views are getting stronger or more based, I can always take from people that are much different than me. I can take those things that I can find fit to my life and take them, use them in the future and in my day-to-day life.
מדהים. עוד משהו שחשוב לך להגיד? סתם...
בסדר.
מעולה. תתחיל בשם ומאיפה אתה?
לדבר באנגלית רק?
באנגלית.
Hi, I'm Asel Cohen from Modi'in.
רגע. לא טוב. שוב.
Hi, I'm Asel Cohen from Modi'in.
Could you, Asad, try to explain what Mechinat is? כל תשובה שאתה נותן, תתחיל ב-Mechinat is, לא רק לתת את התשובה, אוקיי? כאילו בתשובה מלאה. Mechinat is, טה-טה-טה-טה. נשאל משהו אחר, אז אתה...
אפשר אבל להסביר מה זה מבחינה.
קשה.
אי אפשר. Okay. Mechinat is pretty much a preparation for life. You live with a bunch of people in situations you've never encountered before. You go through lots of different problems you've never had before in life. You come into Mechinat as a one person and you leave in a total different person, more mature, just more prepared for life.
Mechinat has a lot of leadership, right?
Yeah.
Give me an example of how leadership comes across, or...
In Mechinat, you encounter lots of moments in which you need to take responsibility over something, where you see something is problematic somewhere, so you have to straight away go and take charge of it. Tell other people, come help me. Just all these different situations in which you just have to take charge of things, and that's where leadership comes in to hand over there. And it's the first time in my life at least that I've had to encounter these situations.
Could you give me an example of something that you had to organize? יכול לדבר על החובק.
A situation in Mechinat in which I had to organize something was before the Chovek Israel, which is a 2-week trip that is split day by day. Each day is organized by a different group of people. So my committee had to organize all everything that everyone gave us in, and we had to organize it all together. So I've never had to organize a project that big, but now that I've done it, I feel like I can do many more things. Like I had to call different people, I had to organizing 2 weeks food is very hard, for example, and just lots of different situations, like lots of different things like that you have to do.
Okay, מצוין. Volunteering?
Volunteering.
Any special moments that you had for volunteering?
Yes, so I volunteer in the school right now on a weekly basis, go there twice a week. So we started off by helping them prepare for this English test they have, in which they just speak in English to some other teacher. And we helped them, we spoke with them in English, we went through questions with them, and we just boosted up their confidence. And then after they all had the test, the teacher came to us thanking us, saying that they've never had such a high average and that we've actually really helped. The feeling we got after that was amazing.
מצוין. What is... דיברת על זה קצת בהתחלה. What do you get on Mechinat that really helps you prepare for life? Like what you said before. Like what would be the main things? The main tools I gain,
לא,
או שאין לך תשובה?
כאילו אני לא יודע איך להגיד, כאילו משהו ספציפי.
אז אני אשאל שאלה אחת. How do you think Mechinat has influenced you? Or impacted you?
Mechinat has impacted me in many different ways. I'm a lot more capable of listening to other people's opinions, which was very hard for me at the beginning. Hearing other people's opinion was something that I just never understood before, because you grow up with a group of people who are pretty similar to you, and now you encounter different people that you've never heard about before, and you just hear so many different stories. And once you've left Mechinat, you leave with such an open mind that you're open for anything in life, pretty much.
Okay, could you give me a try to explain what a day on Mechinat looks like?
להגיד עם הדס וזה.
כן, כן, אבל תגיד מדס ותסביר מה זה, כאילו...
Okay. So a day in Mechinat usually starts off with a madas, which is a like sports, like getting preparation for the army, really physically. We run, we push-ups, whoever organizes that madas organizes it. So that's whatever we'll do. The next thing we'll do would be a Boker Tov, which would be a lesson that one of us organizes, that everyone come in the morning. Then we'll have breakfast, that's whatever breakfast is organized. After that we'll just have a lecture or something like that, whoever we decide to call up. If we decide we want to talk about the settlements in Israel, we'll bring someone to talk about the settlements in Israel. We have committee time, in which we're all split into a different committee that is in charge of something different in Mechinat, and each one of us organizes something. Or if it's let's say culture committee, they'll organize a culture night in which we just have like a fun activity, ease things up in Mechinat. And that's it.
Why did you choose to come?
I decided I want to do the army, and I want to do the best job I can do, and I wanted some preparation before it. And at the same time, I grew up in a very religious community, and I've never heard like non-religious opinions, or I've never lived with someone non-religious. And I just really wanted to hear the other side. I wanted to hear other people, to build my own personality from everything I can hear.
Okay, great. Why should one come to Mechinat?
I think everyone should, not everyone, but people who Mechinat suits them should come to Mechinat, because it's just an amazing experience. Like, you get to meet amazing friends. It's just so many amazing things about it. You can't compare it to anything. Actually, I've never gone through anything this amazing in my life.
Jewish identity. Okay. Did meeting other people from all over the Jewish world, how did that impact your Jewish identity?
Okay, meeting Jews from all around the world really changed my idea of what a Jew is. Like, you grow up in Israel, you see a Jew all the time, like it's just a person in your eyes. And then suddenly someone from Australia, for example, comes to you and starts doing the same things you do on Friday night, and you realize, wow, it's the same exact thing we're doing. They're the same thing as us, just somewhere else in the world. The Jew is it's someone with the same identity you have, just somewhere else. I thought that you can only help Israel by being in the army, for example. But then I see the Australians who came here, and I see, well, now they're going back to Australia. They are going to help Israel. They're going to explain to people what's actually going on over here, because they've been here. They've lived with Israelis, and they know what exactly is going on, and they can help us by explaining to people who aren't Jews what's going on.
מעולה. מעולה. סבבה. Name and where are you from?
My name is Michal Farkas, and I'm from Efrat.
There you go. Say that again.
My name is Michal Farkas, and I'm from Efrat.
Michal, could you try to explain what Mechinat is? It's hard, I know.
I don't know if you'll like my answer though.
Okay.
I think Mechinat is kind of like an extended version of summer camp, in which they put more content. You know, it gets you ready for life. It's in turn supposed to get you ready for the army, but it really gets you ready for everything and anything you'll encounter in life. You know, it's a lot about just living with people. This is why I don't like these things.
You're fine, don't worry. Just continue.
What is Mechinat supposed to be, or what it's supposed to be for me?
What is Mechinat? Like, when you try to explain to someone what Mechinat is, it's a word that doesn't exist in English.
Yeah.
So what is it?
I mean, it is what it means. It's preparation. At the same, like I said, it's preparation for life, for the army, for waking up at 6 a.m. when you have to, for after long trips, getting thrown off the bus and having to hike up a mountain. It's supposed to get you ready so you're prepared for anything.
Explain what committees are.
Saleh?
Sabah. Try to explain what committees are.
I think committees are just the way of getting things done here. It's delegating jobs so everyone can focus on one topic and really fly with it and do it well. You know, it gives you the responsibility to fully take over a topic and do anything you want to do with it. You know, of course you'll have other people helping you from other places, and you can get other people's advice and do things for other people, but you know, it's all in your control.
Can you give an example of something that you organized?
Yeah, so I'm in PR committee, and yeah, and so something we're
Wait, say that again. I'm in PR committee and then move on.
I'm in PR committee, so right now we're organizing this run kind of thing for the end of the. Well, I don't know. It's not really in my control. That was kind of like given to us.
So I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're organizing it, yeah. So
yeah.
I'm in. Yeah.
I'm in PR committee, and we're organizing this race for the end of the year. It's in the last week of Mechinat, and we're all inviting all of our friends and family to join in with us. And we're doing it to raise money for the Lone Soldier Center. So at the same time, it's to help people with a charity, and also kind of a good way to summarize the whole Mechinat and show our friends and family who we are and what we've been doing.
Talk a little bit about getting to know Israel, hiking in Israel. Okay.
Not my favorite thing.
Sababa.
What I.
I'm trying to use this so people understand what Mechinat is. So I'm going to take all the different aspects that we do, and I'll have people speak about each one of them. So about getting to know Israel, how do we get to know Israel on Mechinat?
Okay. So a lot of people here, especially the Israeli-born people, think that they get to know Israel by walking the land and hiking and everything. That is definitely not my take on it. I like going to museums, meeting the different cultures, the different populations and places, seeing the way different types of people live, museums even though, yeah. I don't really feel as connected to the hiking as most, but that's the great thing about this, is that there's such a I don't know my English, shiluv.
Combination?
Okay. So, do I have to start again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From the beginning?
No, just a sentence.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this, that there's such a combination between actually hiking and getting to know the scenery and the land by looking and walking, and by going through cities on a bus and looking out the window, or by going into a shul and meeting a rabbi.
What did you learn from the group environment?
I learned that respect is really, really important. And
Wait, so I learned from the group environment.
I learned from the group environment that respect is really, really important. That even
again.
I learned from the group environment that respect is really, really important. That even I thought I came in with high respect for everyone, and that I was a considerate person and everything, but you really don't know what it's like to live with 35, 40 people, and hold on. That you don't know what it's like to live with 35, 40 people and have each person saying a different opinion or having different thought how things should be done, and you don't want to give up on what you think, but you do at the same time have to create an environment that's good to live in. So it's hard, but it.
Why should someone join Mechinat?
That's not something I don't know.
Or why did you come?
Well, it's gonna sound a little stupid, but I joined Mechinat because I come from Efrat, which is more of a American or Anglo community, and I thought by going to Mechinat I'd understand Israel more, get to know Israel more, be ready for life here. But I think it did work, and I do feel much more connected to to the country and to the people and to the culture. But I don't, in all honesty, I don't know if I'd go to a foreign thing.
בסדר. What else? Your best experience? Or best moment?
Well, there's different kind of best moments. You know, there's those times when you're just sitting around laughing, hanging out with your friends, where all of a sudden it just clicks in your head that this is what you've been doing for the past 3 months, and you have 3 months to go, just having the best time and learning just for the fun of it and doing things you love. But then there's also those moments that are great experiences, like after we had navigation week, or 3 days, that were very hard, and they woke us up in the middle of the night, in the middle of the bus ride back, and made us climb up a mountain and carry a stretcher and run up and do all these crazy tasks, and at the end have this ceremony where everyone's chanting for their group and singing Hatikva, and that's a different kind of special moment. That's the type that you'll never forget the feeling you had.
מצוין. And did you form special friendships?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I definitely formed friendships that I'll keep for the rest of my life. You know.
So just say formed friendships from all over the world that I'll keep for life. מצוין.
See, that I like. You can tell me what to say. Yeah, I've definitely formed friendships with people from all over the world that I'll keep for life. You know, people. Wait, what do I want to say? Yeah, I definitely think I've formed friendships with people from all over the world that I'll keep for life. It's with people who you never thought you'd become friends with in the first place and be able to sit down and talk with for more than 2 hours. And then you turn out to be best friends with them that I can't imagine not having in my life anymore. You know, I know that in 10 years they'll be by my side just like they are today.
Is there anything that you feel that you've gained? A tool or something like that you know that in your next step is going to be easier?
Well, my next step is the army. So this whole environment of my next step is the army. So the whole environment of being motivated and pushing yourself and pushing your limits has definitely prepared me for the next step. The madasim, the sport classes, and the trips, and just the unsureness of a lot of things that you're going to have to deal with, not only in the army, but for a lot of things in life. It's really helped me come to terms with that. I won't always know what's going to happen, but it'll be all right.
Anything you think, like from your own personal views, something that should be said on a video like this about Mechinat for Americans?
This is for I mean, specifically about Mechinat.
Or about coming to Israel.
I think a lot of programs for seminary kids, anyone. Okay. I think a lot of programs for kids coming from America, seminary, yeshivas, whatever. Kids come and think they're going to change in an instant, and then they're going to come home and be better people. And you know, have 360 life turnarounds. But you know, it doesn't usually just happen like that. And I think if you really want a change, this is the place to push to make it happen. You know, there's so much more. There's such a wide range of things that you're doing here. Such a wide range of people, of trips, of classes. If you want to completely broaden your experience, your mind, anything, this is the place to be.
What topics do we learn, or do you learn? Like what kind of shiurim do you have?
A lot of, we've had a lot of classes, discussion classes.
Say that again?
We have a lot of discussion classes, whether it be about the conflicts here in Israel, politics, religion, chavrutot with learning Judaism subjects. You know, there's such a wide range, and the great thing is that if you don't like something in the schedule, you can pull it out. You know, that's the that's the great thing about having committees, that you just go to the committee in charge of the content. Whatever you don't like comes out in an instant. And if you want to put someone in, if you have a lecture that you want to hear speak, or a topic you want to hear spoken about, you also just go to them and you can learn whatever you want.
Mitzvah. Thank you very much.